Joining me, of course, JJ is the one who did the story of the weekend in Kafue. JJ, let's start from the beginning. The story itself.
Yeah.
Zesco refused, and you still maintain.
Yeah, it's basically amazing that those facts could be refuted, because and so with the little years, others can call them little years that I've spent in the media profession, I think I've never seen this happen. Because if you look at the story that I did, I was actually centering my whole report and everything that I did based on what Mr. Victor Mundende stated as the managing director of Zesco. And if you followed it, I actually mentioned exactly what he was talking about and trying to analyze what he's talked about in regard to the factors that are affecting, that are causing some of these challenges that we're facing as far as Zesco is concerned, electricity is concerned. And but what amazes me mostly is how the whole thing is coiling and how things are happening at the moment. Because if you look at, for instance, I'll base my little talk on what happened just today alone. I didn't even know that there are some of these rates of lawsuits and everything until in the afternoon when I came back from the meeting we had with the managing director from Zesco, who is Mr. Victor Mundende himself. He called on me and he wanted me to have a meeting with him so that we can iron out some issues regarding to how we are going to work in harmony and peace. But I was wondering, when we went in that meeting, I was trying to say, this story, this is what you talked about, and this is what I reported. So I don't know where the mistake really is, but he talked about, okay, this has already happened. Let us look at working together the way forward. And then even when he was saying all those things that he said, when he touched on other issues of whether I feel the story was okay or not, there are some words that he used. And he told me I should avoid creating conflict, or rather war, I should create peace. So that when I'm leaving, I should have a peace of mind. I shouldn't watch my back when I'm walking. Such kind of talks were there. I don't know whatever that means, but these are terms that were being mentioned, because earlier, the officers that were sent, that came from Zesco. They told me they had arranged for a meeting that I should talk with the managing director at his office. And in their own talks, when they were speaking to me, I think some of the recordings, although little that we have shown, you have heard by yourself that they were trying to offer me unemployment. They told me if you stayed, because I don't know whether that's what they were thinking or that's the position they had. They thought I was just filming, I didn't edit it. Because that story, I worked on it personally. I did edit it, I wrote the intro and everything about it. But they said I should explain to the managing director that I'm not the one who edited it. It was some other people, there was some influence behind. But I wouldn't afford to do such a lie at the expense of the job and the employment. They offered me, if you want to be in Lusaka or you want to be in the Copper Belt in Ndola, all those things are there in the recording. So I can freely talk about it because I have the recording. They are with me, they are with the company. I've given them, even if I'm killed today, they will still find the database. In the database, they are still there. So those are some of the things. But one thing that I would love to maybe take advantage of what is happening surrounding this story is that it's high time people respected the profession of journalism.